Beautiful, spicy ladies. Today we're diving into something exciting, something that might even make you blush a little. For irresistible sex positions that drive men wild. But let's get one thing straight. This isn't just about the bedroom fireworks. It's about what those moments teach us. How to connect, how to trust, how to truly understand each other. Whether you're here to spice things up, save a struggling marriage, boost your confidence, or even prepare for a future relationship, stick with me. We're going on a journey together. A journey toward a life filled with love, understanding, and fulfillment. You see, over the years I've worked with many couples, and one thing I've learned is that intimacy isn't just physical. It's a language, a way to say I trust you, I see you, I'm here for you. And when we get that right, it changes everything. So, let's talk about these 4 positions and the lessons they hold for us. But before I give you these signs today, let me request you spicy ladies to hit that subscribe button. Please do it right now if you love my content. If you love what I do, I bless your heart. First up, we got what I call the trust fall. Picture this. One partner leans back, fully supported by the other. Think of it like a dance where you're letting go, knowing they've got you. It's sensual, sure, but it's also vulnerable. And that's the magic of it. It's all about trust. I once worked with a couple, Sarah and Mike, who were drifting apart after betrayal rocked their marriage. They'd stopped trusting each other, and it showed in every part of their life. When I suggested they try this position, Sarah hesitated. She wasn't sure she could let go, but when she did, something shifted. Mike held her, literally and emotionally, and they started talking again, really talking. That vulnerability became the first step to rebuilding their bond. So, if trust feels shaky in your relationship, this position might just be the gentle nudge you need to lean into it again. Now, let's move to the second position, the whispering embrace. This one's about closeness. Both of you facing each other, bodies aligned, eyes locked. It's intimate, and it practically begs you to talk, to whisper what you're feeling, what you want. Communication is the heartbeat of any relationship, but it's not always easy. I remember coaching a woman named Lisa, who felt invisible in her relationship. She loved her partner, but she'd never told him what she needed. When they tried this position, the closeness made her brave. She started small. "This feels good," she'd say, and soon they were having conversations they'd avoided for years. It wasn't just about the physical thrill. It was about finding her voice. If you've been holding back, this position can open that door for you. Next, we have the heart-to-heart. Imagine sitting up, wrapped around each other, moving slow and steady. This isn't about rushing. It's about being present, feeling that emotional closeness that sometimes gets lost in the chaos of life. I'll never forget a couple I worked with, James and Emily, married for 12 years. They still loved each other, but the spark, it was flickering. They were so caught up in work and kids that they'd forgotten how to connect. When they tried this position, it was like time stopped. James told me later, "I looked into her eyes and remembered why I fell for her." That's emotional intimacy. It's the glue that keeps love alive. If you're feeling distant, this one's a quiet, powerful way to come back to each other. Finally, we've got the playful twist. This one's a little wild. Think unexpected angles, a bit of adventure. It's fun, it's flirty, and it shakes things up. Relationships can get heavy, right? Bills, schedules, stress, it all piles up. But playfulness, that's the secret sauce that keeps it fresh. I once coached a couple, Tom and Rachel, who'd forgotten how to laugh together. Life had turned into a checklist. When they tried this position, they couldn't stop giggling. Tom even said, "I felt like a kid again." That lightness reminded them that love isn't just about commitment. It's about joy. So, if your relationship feels stuck, this position can bring back that spark of fun. Number 1, the cowgirl. The cowgirl, a classic for a reason. Whether you're going for the traditional version or spicing things up with a reverse cowgirl, this position is guaranteed to make him feel on top of the world. In the regular cowgirl, you're in control, and that's what makes it so appealing for both partners. You get to set the pace, control the depth, and ride him however feels best for you. But here's the secret. Men love the view. When you're on top, He can see all the right moves, and let's be real, the visual stimulation makes it 100 times hotter for him. Plus, the power dynamic here is seriously seductive. Men find it incredibly sexy when a woman takes charge, and trust me, they'll be lost in the moment as they watch you move. Number 2, doggy style, but make it fancy. Okay, so this one doesn't need much introduction, but hear me out. It's all about how you do it. The classic doggy style position is often a favorite for many men, and it's easy to see why. It gives a lot of deep, intense penetration, plus a great angle that hits all the right spots. But you can take this position from basic to hot by getting creative. For example, when you're on all fours, arch your back to really enhance that deep sensation. If you're feeling bold, you can also lean forward with your upper body lower, while keeping your legs bent just enough to create more friction and speed. Oh, and don't forget to keep eye contact every now and then. Even though it might be a little tricky, we'll call it a fun challenge. What makes doggy style so irresistible for men is that it allows for total physical connection. It's one of those positions where you can grab your hips or waist, giving him the opportunity to really feel in control. Add some light spanking if that's your thing, and you'll really have him hooked. Just keep things fun and playful. Number 3, the spoon, cuddly yet steamy. Now, this might seem like a position for a lazy Sunday morning or a Netflix and chill kind of vibe, but trust me, the spoon can be one of the most intimate and steamy positions you can try. And what's better than intimacy and that connection where you're both comfortable but still incredibly close? In the spooning position, you're both lying on your side and behind you, pulling you close. The beauty of this position is how close you get to each other. You can feel every little movement, and there's something about being wrapped in each other's arms that takes the experience to the next level. Plus, you have the ability to be a little more sensual in the way you kiss, touch, and move together. This position can be especially appealing for men who crave emotional intimacy along with physical pleasure. It's all about the angle. The deeper, more sensual thrusts feel oh so good, and being able to control the rhythm and pace is super satisfying. But the best part? You're both close enough to kiss, whisper sweet nothings, and enjoy each other's body heat, making it perfect for those moments when you want to connect on a deeper level. Number 4, the standing position, spontaneous and hot. This one might seem a bit more daring, but trust me, it's worth it. The standing position is perfect for those moments when you're feeling spontaneous or when you just want to mix things up a bit. If you're ever in a rush or if you're simply craving something more exciting, this is the move to make. It works best when you have some strength and coordination, but when done right, it's absolutely thrilling. You'll both be standing up, with him either holding you up or supporting your back while you wrap your legs around his waist. From there, you can control the pace with your hips while he handles the thrusting. The best part? The deep, intense connection that happens in this position is out of this world. The standing position is one of those where you can give him lots of body contact. You'll feel every movement in a new way because of the standing angle, and the energy between you two is simply electric. Plus, it's a great way to have some variety in the types of positions you explore. Now, if you switch it up and go for the reverse cowgirl, you're giving him a different perspective that takes things to a whole new level. You'll both get the pleasure of deep penetration, but he also gets an amazing view of your curves and the way your body moves. It's all about the freedom to explore and feel each other out in a totally different way. Now, let's step back for a minute. These positions, they're more than just moves to try. They're lessons I've picked up over years of guiding couples to the highs and lows of love. Communication, trust, emotional intimacy, playfulness. These are the pillars of a relationship that doesn't just survive but thrives. And here's the thing, we've all got limited time. Every day, we choose how to spend it, what to prioritize. I've seen too many people let their relationships slip because they didn't make time to nurture them. But when you invest in these moments, whether a whispered conversation or a playful laugh, you're building something lasting. Take Sarah and Mike, the couple I mentioned earlier. They were this close to calling it quits. But by focusing on trust and opening up, they saved their marriage. Or Lisa, who found her confidence by learning to speak her truth. Even James and Emily, who rediscovered their love after years of drifting. These aren't just stories. They're proof that small, intentional steps can transform your life. And that's what I want for you, a relationship that fills you with pride, with peace, with fulfillment. And here's something that ties it all together: the Spicylady technique. It's something I've developed after years of seeing what works and what doesn't in relationships. Think of it as a toolbox, a blend of physical moves, like the ones we talked about, and emotional insights that get to the root of your challenges. Maybe you're struggling to communicate, or you feel disconnected, or the passion's faded. The Spicylady technique can help you fix that. It's not just about saving marriage's relationship, though it's done that for plenty of couples. It's also about boosting your self-esteem, helping you know yourself better, and even preparing you for whatever's next in your love life. It's about empowerment, about taking control of your happiness. If that sounds like something you need, I've got a course where I break it all down. Practical steps, real exercises, the works, the links in the description. But even without it, start with what we've covered today. Try one of these positions. Talk to your partner. Reflect on what you both want. That's where the magic starts. So, here's my challenge to you. Think about your priorities. What do you want your relationship to feel like? A year from now, 5 years from now, what do you want to look back on? These positions, these lessons, they're tools to help you get there. And as you try them, keep it simple. Talk to each other. Share what feels good. What doesn't, what you dream about. It's not always easy, but it's worth every second. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Take a deep breath. Let these ideas settle. And know this, your relationship is yours to shape. Make it a beautiful one, full of love, understanding, and fulfillment. I'll see you in the next video.